Emotion and grief. Family and friends of 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler came together Sunday to cry and to remember a young life now gone.
It was so unexpected, and it's just a tremendous loss.
Balloons and posters created a sea of green, Yakeem's favorite color, outside the building where police say he was stabbed over the weekend. His parents didn't want to go on camera, but thanked community members for helping them push through.
I lost a son, but I gained hundreds of sons.
Look how much love you got right here. Don't stop showing up. Don't stop coming. Don't stop calling.
We were hoping that, to see him go to the prom and go to college.
A bright future his aunt, Officer Zeldrina Beecham with Miami-Dade Police Department, says was cut short Friday night.
It's just a devastation. And I just can't even describe it. When I got the call, I was just in shock because I'm like, this is a kid who does everything right. And this still happened to him.
Miami police say they got a call about a stabbing around 11 o'clock Friday night near Northwest 6th Court and 61st Street. Police have not said exactly where the stabbing happened in the building, but much of the investigation seemed to be focused in the parking lot, which was roped off. Family identified Yakeem as the victim and say the suspected killer was his girlfriend. Miami police have only confirmed that the suspect is a 17-year-old female and that the two knew each other.
That was his girlfriend, and she left her place and came there, and she did that to him. They had been having relationship issues lately.
Beecham says the family feels a mix of sadness, but also anger.
What could have been said over the phone that was so bad that you want to take his life?
Beecham says Yakeem was a student at Miami Northwestern Senior High School, where he played football.
Always very respectful to his elders. He always was very helpful. Called me just say, "Auntie, how you doing? I love you. I love you too, nephew."
She says he was good at math and wanted to be a stockbroker, a dream that will now never be realized.
We taught him to stay out of the streets and keep his head on right, and he did exactly that, and still this happened.
So this is unfortunate. My condolences go out to the family. Listen, I always say when people get in the news for doing things they shouldn't do, the media has to have a non-bias. I don't think that people realize this or not, but we give the media too much power. Too much. Because again, like these people, they need a story to cover. This young man, he lost his life. We don't know why he lost his life or what the issue was really about. Both of them, 17. I'm always wondering, like, why don't they show the person's face, like who did this horrendous act? Why don't they show their face, as a form of like a mug shot on the airtime? Why they don't show it? I always wonder, like, was this person, what was this person's ethnicity? You know what I mean? Like, what was this person upbringing to make her want to do something like that? You know what I mean? Like, you're a father, you have a son, you're going to have that talk with your son when he gets to be, man, 14, because that's when he goes to high school. You're going to have that talk with him. You know what I mean? You're going to have that talk with him because this happened at 17 years old. This could have been an argument about him talking to another girl. You just never know. And the other girl, she freaked out. You know what I mean? I never try to put myself in the shoes of a woman and see like what she's going through, because I don't understand what that type of that type of emotion, emits that type of act. Stabbing someone because you can't get your way in that moment, that's pushing it. That's pushing it. I think, like, if there was someone around, they should have stopped them two from meeting. Like, the father should have said, don't call this. Like, they should have been aware at that moment. Like, don't do it. You know what I mean? Because, like, something led up for that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, the father should have said, don't call her over here. It should have been something like that. Or the father should have been like, where are you going? It should have been something like that. And this is why I say, like, if I were to have children, like, we gotta meet her parents. You know what I mean? We gotta see where her head is at. What is her psychology? What type of clothes do her parents have her wearing? You know what I mean? Like, what does she want to be in life? This is where you have to be a parent to both of them. And I know the son is going to be kind of hurt that, his father is all in his business, but this is a matter of life and death. We can't have people out here setting up other people, like that type of preying on other people. You know what I mean? Like, to want to even know that you'll be able to stab someone, and that you have that preset in your mind when you want to meet someone. That's dangerous. Like, he lost his life for nothing. You know what I mean? And again, like, I have to wonder, like, what was her ethnicity? How did she look? Because they're hiding her face on this particular segment. You know what I mean? More information may come out, but, he lost his life, and, like, was it worth it? Like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? I have to tell my son, like, don't bring this type of girl to the house. You know what I mean? Like, she comes over here, don't bring her over here anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want women in my house, like, who listens to a certain type of music. I don't want women in my house who listens to hip hop. Bring me a prep girl. Let's have a discussion over the table about, what colleges you all want to visit once you all finish high school. Are you all even looking at colleges? Here, let's go to the orchard. Let's go pick some apples, all three of us. You know what I mean? The mother is there. Come on, let's all four of us go. You bring your parents. I bring my wife. We're all gonna go. Okay, it's 6 of us. We're all going to the orchard. We're going to pick some apples. Oh, what is it? It's snowing outside. Let's go downtown and let's go skating. You know what I mean? Like, we got to wonder, man, like, Gen X, they're raising Gen Zers. Even millennials are raising Gen Zers. This shouldn't have not happened, man. They're like, this scares me, actually, man. Like, to even know that, you have a type of like the guy right here, he says, people are dangerously unstable, highly emotional, and violent. Be careful out there, young man. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great comment. Like, he understands exactly where people are taking this act and these tendencies. They're going overboard with them. And, like, who these people are because they listen to a certain type of music. A violence is preset there if they listen to a certain type of music. They're listening to certain genres of music. They're listening to certain hip hop artists. You know their violent tendencies. You know they have violent tendencies. And like the government, like our government is no good at this point because again, they haven't, like you see how China government is, where like they've met other governments as far as totalitarianism. Like America has no totalitarianism. They don't believe in reigning over people with brute force. You know what I mean? They don't believe in restoring love principles. They don't believe in it. This just happened. More of this type of stuff is going to happen. Just watch. I'm sad to know that, you know, he's not going to be here to raise children who look like him. He's not going to be here. I know his family is going to be like, we took all these years to make sure everything was right and that he had the best life possible. And it was just taken away from him. They're going to come home to an empty room. That's going to hurt. You see, his auntie, she's responsible, right? Like these enclaves, like, you know, Miami, Birmingham, Jackson, then you go up a little bit, Memphis, Richmond, then you go up a little bit, Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago. They're going to do something with these people in these populations because they keep showing over and over that they can't govern themselves. I'm telling you, like, we need to watch out for what's happening because, like, these people, they see something coming, but they're not worried about what is coming. They see something. They could unleash the National Guard on us at any moment. That means our freedom of movement, that'll be stopped. Means the way we dress, that'll be affected. What we eat, that'll be affected. Who we see, that'll be affected. Like, this should make national news. Like, this is a problem. So let's just take a moment, you know, let's remember him for the person he was, you know, his good acts, his good deeds. Let's be there for his family. Let's make sure, you know, they are comfortable going forward. You know, that background, it says a lot. Like, they did that for him, you know. Some of us, like, we disappear or something like that. The media doesn't know our whereabouts. It's a closed case. It's a cold case. Not only is it a closed case, it's a cold case. You know, like Florida, they always had that family spirit. When you think about Florida, they had that family spirit. I'm curious though. I would like to know what her nationality is, cause like I know when this type of stuff happened, this is not normal. You know, I don't hear about. You hear about the girls setting the young guys up and stuff like that, backdooring them, but you know you don't hear about, you know, well, you do hear about it, but like you don't hear about it like making national news. You know, a 17-year-old stabbing another 17-year-old. And they were going together. You know what I mean? This was not a case of intimacy because if a girl is in love with you, she shouldn't want to do something like this. You know? This is why I'm careful about meeting certain women and, inviting certain women over to my home. I have to size a woman up before I do something like that. Like, I definitely have to know who this person is. This is sad, man, because it's like no one saw this coming, right? This is sad. Great peace, Yakoki.